Okay. Meow. Okay. Meow. Okay. Meow. Click on my screen. There. No sound. Okay. There you go. It's gonna work now. I don't know why I have to actually be streaming for it to really work. No, you're not working still. What have I broken? Set to true. Oh, let us bypass this for now. Hello, Python. Trying to debug why this is supposedly not working. Okay, now it works. Will it work again? Yep. When you type in boop, it boops them. But now I will plug in these things. The next test to do is if this all works. And this is set how it's meant to be. So type in what I was typing there, exclamation boop. if you don't mind. Otherwise, there you go. I would like to replay. I tried to look for like a simple hand mesh, but for now it's just a little arrow. You also do explanation feed or explanation hydrate. It only works when I'm wearing it, so. That one didn't seem to work. Hydrate. Copy. I wish there was a copy paste on that. Let me bring up. Can I click this button? There it is. Okay. Yes, this is the model I've been working on. Does this have a... Why do keyboards not have a... Forget it. I'm good. Wondering why this one command's not working. Okay, something's wrong with it. Check the logics. Start with this one. We will disconnect that. Bypass this. Well, even if it does do it, it didn't. Okay, so it's not this. Copy that. I think I know what it is. It's probably not doing the right. Nope, it is. Oh, it's disconnected to whatever that was there. Oh, that was that empty. Oh. Now I get it. I was wondering why there was this other random thing. I'll call it something so I remember what this is for. I pretty much just need a simple empty slot to copy and put this like that. That's all it needed. Now it should surely work. There it goes. Oh, camera was like in the way. Probably would make it more fun or obvious if I like put a cup up here and just like hydrate. But the extra work to do that. And I fixed this. Which I made it so I can... So when I'm wearing a guy, I don't just accidentally sell it unless I want to. Yeah, I think this is the sound from Hat in Time. That's what I heard where that sound effect came from. Oh, thanks. I think a lot of it like can like is helpful on like the texturing. Um, yeah, I think I was deciding to set it like this for the purring. So having it on, might as well turn off the haptics too. Well, basically, I do this and then you see his face. Rub his belly, makes him smile. I'll probably make it so even like his tail wags. I could do that some other later time. Um, yeah, that's fun. Like you can do this. Can't escape the boops. I could turn them off. You know what? I should put that in another place. That doesn't look like a place that makes sense. Maybe even like put in interactions, but maybe I could put in just the home thing. There's something else that I was thinking of that. Just it's pretty good. Like all of this hasn't changed much, but the UI is like a lot different. Where is it? So just showing that. So first of all, I have my own mirror right on the home menu button. There's a mirror. And you have like all these buttons, like you have the world, context, uh, pretty neatly put together. Like there's my computer files, there's settings, uh, so legacy switcher thing here, which they are by default taking this off. Like I think they're going to eventually replace this because to change your mic stuff, like you could change the mic stuff there, or to close out. you just exit like that. It's just I am used to like still having this and easily swap between things like that. Yeah, it's different for like all the UIs. Like they did a big UI overhaul in there. Uh, and also you can I'm blanking out where I'm looking to. Here, I was just wanting to hide that. Um, let's see. Oh my. Where's the one that was like? Oh yeah, I think it's that one. So if I put that all the way up, I could turn around, show my back for a bit. That's what that does. Otherwise, it's a little faster. Yeah, if you at all like just creating and, well, in general, just having a lot more mechanics to play with, then try NeosVR. You could do about the same stuff in VR chat, but then more and much more optimized and like all sorts of stuff that like it's feel like VR chat is falling behind and not fixing a lot of bugs that they have. Like the the two big things like I think is really hindering VR chat is them using older Unity and network pro the network coding or whatnot. I think is pretty bad on it from what I heard. On it's why there's like 2 second delay from whatever happens from each other. Like someone says something and there can be a 2 second delay reaction to what's been said. The friend list don't update. Yeah. But more so than that, the most biggest problem I have with VR chat is their security. They have no security system at all to be able to rip off avatars. It's all client. The other thing is like the game runs off a client based. So it's like you could just mod the game. It's why there's like client downloads or of like you could probably find a modded client that downloads people's avatars. So it's bad on if you're wanting some security. Yeah, so of course it happens quite a bit in that game. When like generally anyone can like easily figure out and do it, then of course people are going to do it just to like freely get like, especially an avatar that probably is only, that should be unique to one person and he spent so much to get it, like let's say like $800 commission for his own personal avatar. Someone come along, rip it, and then even like share it around and like, oh, look at this free avatar, and it's like, well, you just broke all sorts of terms of service and stole someone's avatar. And NeosVR, it has a simple avatar protection, so like they plan on making even more security to it because they plan to make like a whole market thing in this game. Uh, and then uh, but as for right now, if someone has the protection on the avatar, which I have obviously on these guys, uh, no one can wear the avatar or save it to their inventory, so they can't do anything to it. Well, but this is why it's a simple avatar protection. If they had builder permissions in my world or any world and uh, open up the inspector, let me get to my dev tool. So basically, open that guy up, go to the mesh. You can take the textures from it, but that's about like as best I could think of. Like, if you try to save it, for one, I'm sure it won't let you with the avatar protections. But even if you somehow took that off, which if you even try to do it with the dev thing, it like there's even one on the body mesh, which you need the body mesh if you want to take a character. With it being on there, if you try to delete the component of that avatar simple protection, it deletes the character. It deletes the whole character. So it has this here, has my ID connected to it, so only I can take that off. And again, that's all just with simple protections. So unless they hacked into the game and like hacked into their like server of the game, I think I'm not even sure like what, but I heard someone did at one time, uh, and and of course, and with how this program from I just recently heard that because it works off of like it needs a connect like ID coding system or so, and if he just needs to change one little code, and then suddenly it's a completely different version. That if it doesn't match up, you're not going to connect with everyone. You can run the game completely locally, so with your hacked version, you can just do all the stuff you want, but then you're not connecting to anyone through the game because it's suddenly it has a different coding, and so the easy fix if anyone did break into hacked into the game to do stuff like that. Uh, so I think that's what it was. Like they made it so they could like in anyone's world they could like have any permission and stuff. And and yeah, and like so all you needed to do is hop out, update the whole game to like a separate like a change a few lines of code or something, make it like so it sees it as a whole nother game, and then everyone has to update to that, and suddenly then now he can't do that same hacked thing. Like you'd have to rehack the game, which which maybe like if it was like similar coding or whatnot, maybe you could like then rehack. But yeah, I'm not a coder, so I don't know what's all involved and stuff. So I have a good idea probably, but like it's like scripted, worded commands and whatnot. But yeah, it's not my field. Trying to think of what to do. I'm somewhat waiting on someone to. I was setting them up with the little otters. Uh, yeah, just because I want to hit like a save of this world, the changes I did on this guy. You're welcome. Well, the model of this is going to be on Gumroad, minus the collar. Because this texture and the collar is Kazum's. Like Kazum G Shep. That's his character. But I'm going to retexture that and then I'll sell them on Gumroad. But these guys. So I made a fun thing with these guys. Well, even with the like I got like the kind of updated thing, but get like a big can like this. Ugh. Oh wait, you set it so like it makes more sense. Having like a big can like this, like It's just stuffed. I need more. Ew. Think I'm full enough. Yeah, I'm like at the max of this. It I made it so it when it gets to like value 1, it caps out. Like it basically doesn't give any more value. It just caps out. Yeah, I could add more. Thanks to Mad Max, by the way, on making this burp sound. Now I could be like a one of those like I don't know fat statue things. And just to fit even more in me and just oh come on, why is this not working? Oh no, is this not, might have not lined this up right. Can I not eat things? What's going on? There you go. Why am I having so much trouble eating this can? Oh my goodness. Bugs me when things don't work. Whatever. I was going to eat the can. Now the funniness has gone away. I'll get all the rest of the liquid if I eat the can. Yeah, that's how this I see my big roundness. Yeah, that's the fun thing like with this game is like there's so many interactable things. Not only dynamics you can just grab. I can pull the camera away, do it that way. So it doesn't look so... I'll wear his tail. Numb it. It's going to take a little bit for me to digest all this. It is going down, but a hefty meal to digest. Um, yeah, I should be able to... Oh my goodness. Why? I don't know if it's placed in the right spot or what. Whatever's going on. Let me check the scale. Oh yeah, it's what I like. If it'd be not the only simple way I could think on doing eating mechanic in VR chat is to put a little animation that just like you could like probably do in stages of eating something and like it's growing, but like until you go to the action of like okay now go back down. Like it only could like go in like stages of animations. You can't do an entire value system like that where like it pluses in the amount and just whatever amount it just slowly decays. And that's what that does. So if I sat in the guy like for 10 minutes, you would see him shrink down back to normal. But I did it. It's slow enough that like let me bring his belly to the camera here. I have to like hold him for it to like actually do it because it needs like a local user to like. But as you can see, like you don't notice it on how slow it goes. And it certainly goes like much faster than probably a real belly does. Like to digest, if you could eat that much, it would take you a whole day to digest, which is really how big cats. What even? Why am I having so much trouble? Oh my goodness. I think I heard like there's probably the issue is, can I scale this? Okay, I give up. I give up. I ate the little can. When the objects are smaller, it does make you have to, some reason, put it closer into the thing, which bugs me. But what I want to make sure is, are you pointing the right way? Are you pointing the same direction that this is pointing? Like, Y forward. Y forward, yeah. Which, I guess this, instead of Y forward, it could have had it flip the other way, but that shouldn't matter. Could have been, have that 0. No. Can I not do it? There. Oh. This acts so weird. That's pretty much the direction it was, the other thing. But, eh. Oof. Now I could see. This is how I'll instantly digest my meal. You that back to normal. Now I got room again. Just want to make sure though, is it like, does this still. Why? Oh my goodness. It's a bit low. That's probably why it is kind of a little low where it's at. Oh, and yeah, it is tiny. It's really tiny in there. But I figured probably not need to be that big. I'll do like 7. There we go. And could do this little quick logic fix. Where are you? Oh, again, you are tiny. Man, everything's tiny on this thing. It's just how the head joints size and all that, so it messed things up. So I have to deal with it. Do it like this. Yep. Oh. Swap to you and Turn off your haptics. Oh, and then there goes my scaling. There, now you're not. Oh, of course you're upside down. Where's the, you know what? I'm not going to even bother with that. Being that way. Um, yeah, I did put it on that. I'm going to just put this at 8. Oh, we could try to get it close to like doing like this. And then we could just shift this whole thing. What is, I gotta load up another, because I actually don't want to. I'll save this guy just in case, because I can't remember. And then I'll bring out my other guy. So I'm not using this guy. Um, yeah, I wanted to check something on this guy. The y-axis is up, so this is flipped around. Why does it do that? Oh, that. Okay, there. Be that way. So it is, it needs to be pointed down just a little bit. And this is the fix I needed to do on it. So now it's kind of reasonable. And it's pointing up the right way. I need to put another button instance. Put these down here. This goes into that. Oh yeah, and it was another if that I did. Where yeah, I believe I just did that, and this just always if it's false. So now fix that little button. So I would need to and don't I have protection on this guy? Like, did I miss a few of the things? Is probably all. Well, yeah, I do have it on that. Don't have it on this. Might as well stick it on the ones that I have everyone else do. Probably should just do this, which I keep forgetting. You probably missed a bunch on what I was doing. With like, so on the logics, I made 2 actions. When I hit that button, it does like 2 actions. One is if I'm not the person wearing the avatar, if that's false, it goes through. If I'm wearing then another one, it'd be easier if I just shown it again. Yeah. I'm gonna just stick these on my own. Yep, that one has it. Probably do it on these other parts, but it's like, oh, it already has that on these. I'm gonna do it on this one just because. So annoyingly, I would have to fix up all those changes again on the guy if I am wanting to put a new updated version of this guy. Oh yeah, I was thinking of. I thought of. You know what? I should call it instead of mechanics. It should be called like HUD. I'll do that on. Because really, what the only need of this being there is like with his HUD, the camera portal HUD thing. No, I did not make that avatar. I simply edited it and stuck on a little chubby belly and chubby cheeks. Also has blend shapes for curling the toes, but I haven't set up any buttons for this in here. Let's see what is. Oh, I got plenty of battery still with that. Oh yeah, I was bringing this up to show this again. But yeah, this is what I did. Is so to have these 2 things. Why does it look like I'm like that? Just so you can see a little bit more. Yeah. I made two ifs instead of one. Like before I had it like this, and I realized that like, oh yeah, that makes it so no one that's not wearing it is going to be able to hit the button because it's a full skull like that. And I didn't want to make it so I had to have it off for others to just click it. So pretty much hitting this one button on the nose does both these pulses because it's doing same button, but it's doing two actions at once from that one button, and it splits up on the ifs. Because I have another button that just disables the whole button, it turns the button to unactive and the logics and everything. So if I just don't want anything like me or anything to hit the nose, uh, it turns all that off. But otherwise, if this button action only works if it's not the person wearing it, and then this one works if I am the person wearing it and I have this thing set to true, which I have like a little button plugged into here, which both these need to be true. It's always true that I'm the one wearing it when I get into them. So this one's always true. But this one also needs to be true, which this is hooked up to one of the buttons on the menu. To if I want to allow myself to hit the button and make the noise. So that was the little fix I needed to do for that action to work. And now I could just save this guy and I'll have to be easier for me to have him swap the textures again for the other guy, the one that he has, than me to redo those changes. It just means that he has to swap the textures and then do the whole avatar protection once again. That rundown again. There. Oh no! Wait. Oh, not wrong button. Oh my goodness! I hate when I do that. Green button. I accidentally did the one that if you're wearing the avatar. I remember before that like broke things. Which that obviously works. So let me just reset there. So this should be easy to still work. Oh my goodness, I still have to like hold it very close. Let me see if I could dial it. Let's just make it so it's like 10. I'll make you 10. Just so you grab things. Yeah, you seem to be a little picky. I don't know. I don't get that system. It certainly works better than me having to try to create a whole collider to grab set objects that also have a collider set with a tag and all that fun stuff. Otherwise, you eat anything with a collider, and then you'd still have to put a collider on things. This with the surface grabber component this thing has, uh, whatever that's just grabbable in your hands that thing will grab it. But it's so finicky. It's a weird component because you scale it up to make it so it reaches farther, and it doesn't reach farther unless the object's bigger. And it's like, it just seems so counterintuitive. It doesn't act the way I would like the settings to be, and unless I reprogram the thing, it's how it is. So I guess being tiny is just going to make it hard to put things in your mouth. Oh, or in this guy, I wanted to test this. Yep, that works. Oh, and did I break this one on this guy? I believe I did. Yeah. That works. Yeah. Did I miss the... I guess the pizza kind of... I don't know. But yeah, instead of setting up all the logics... Oops. I'll just refix the few changes which just to get the hydrate one to work, I just needed to put that in, and then I'm working on logics here. Where's your logics? Of course, they're tiny. Oh wait, what is... Oh, that's just null. There. That fixed that. What was the problem on the other end? What was it? Oh. Oh wait, I think that was working just fine. Is it? Yeah, I think it works Oh yeah. Why is that word that's supposedly a bad word that like you accidentally spelled? Why is that supposedly like that? Maybe just retype your message just to be safe. Oh, I should be able now. But yeah, it's nice to see the whiskers in first person. With this guy, you see like a little nose that wobbles around. Like I could like push my nose up. Hard to see. I have to like zoom the because this doesn't exactly show the. That's pretty much what I see in my eyes. Like I see that nose like there. Otherwise, normal zoom it kind of hides it away. Let me see. Do you see it with this guy's? Yeah, you see a little bit of the whiskers. I do have clipping, so like I don't have my nose in the way on this guy. But this guy is like it's small enough. You don't see it that bad. I just felt like with this guy just putting ear clipping on so it doesn't bother me. Um yeah, I was gonna retype in just to make sure. So is that those are the commands I have on this guy. Just shrink my stomach back down. Yeah, it'd be nice if I could. If he gets back on, I can like re-give him this changes because like things are now more fixed up. And it'd be fun to show him this thing like uh if you notice my collar moves. I have some expressions too on him. Oh, because there's not a blend shape, I don't have blepping. I need to set up a little position thing. It's a little more difficult to do with uh, and because I have to like recreate that anyway. Like it's kind of not a kind of a bother to want to do when I want to redo it on that guy. But I'd have to grab the joint and push it out. Can I eat this can this time? There we go. Just eat the whole thing. I think of what. Could do this, by the way. There's the center. Wobbles around. Come on. Yeah. I ate him. Tasty otter. It's hard to do that like with a player because like you have these lasers that even when like they're off, like they expand your bounding box. So like if I, because it's the center of your big root of your object, and can you even see that in camera? See that little yellow thing? It's very hard to see. You see it better when I like pretty much see that like how that moves just by me pointing my hands around. That center needs to be like in the center of like the mouth for it to like gotta be like in range of it. And it seems like from what I'm finding, depending on the size of the object, determines how far away it can grab it. Which is it's just kind of annoying and silly. Otherwise. Well, um, well, I could do this. Like, once it goes into my stomach, it basically is deleted. So, but I can, because the logics of this thing works like when it's like close, like when this collides like onto my head. So I can. Oh, it's not close enough. Like I could hold it in my mouth. But once I let go, it like I could do there. Can you burp and gulp at the same time? Like the funny thing with this is I could be talking while I'm gulping liquid down, which obviously is like not really possible, but so that's how that works. And now I'm pretty full. Very close to being max full, but still got a little bit there. I don't know if considering that most of my stream today has just been me showing stuffed bellies. Other than like the little fun boop I have. Other thing I would like to create is other things like with the ears and tail movement to get like more expression. But it is like Big thing what I would like to do, like, because then I can even like have this guy essentially my own personal avatar. Is when I retexture that, then it's like, then that's like there, I'm using my own texture. If it's the one that I'll be selling with to Gumroad. And then I did make it so I can like so the burping is connected to when I spit things out. Like I can make it like here. Uh, it doesn't do the sound because I deactivated it, but then I do this. Does the burp sound? What I might do is do a little bit of a animation where it pulls it into your mouth and then it pops it away. But I wasn't sure on caring to do that because like usually because it clips out of your mouth, I usually uh I could do this button also where as soon as I put it in my mouth, I immediately gulp. So now it's like usually the idea was like when things are small enough I just hide it into my mouth. Plus it's easier to work to not deal with not create like an extra like set of logics to like animate it. But I did do that like with so yeah, it wouldn't be too difficult. Yeah, it's what I did with like. Oh, that's what I wanted to do is I wanted to stick all the updated stuff on this guy. Let me put my belly back to normal. Yeah, I'm just gonna actually be easier if I just do this. Oop. I just warn him. Eee. Said it wouldn't take too long, but I don't know if he. Alright. You know what? With the changes I've done on this. Where is it? Here. Let's also change it from being named mechanics. Just call it HUD. Because that's pretty much what that is. Does the camera, and it has the whole equip and unequip and I thought like I could really make this go to the top room if I pulled off this HUD thing, and I don't know if there's a lot of attachments I did to it working to it being on this thing. So it's like, once again, I'm not pointing when I'm looking at it. It's nice to do this, and then you can like always see me, but then like, oh, which it does remind me of this thing. I do have this little thing to wear. Can I pull here? Just put that in me. Here. Just point it off to the side so it's not in my way. I'll just do that just so you can see me. um, it's still in my way. I don't know. um, yeah, so this was pretty, I guess, yeah, there's probably a bunch that he was going on there. Oh, hi, Beach Fox. Yeah, it parents to that, and that's how I have now this guy to show as in third person. I wonder if I could put this like on my head, or do I manually have to parent that on my head? I think I do. We stick that near like that. I'm just kind of temporarily doing this. Come here. Eh, it's out of my reach. There. We would take off the grabbable, so which that does that, I guess. Somewhat in my view, but in a way that makes it so now you always see my character. Looks like I put him like pretty off to the side. I don't know. A little elusive. Yeah, this is like we inside the game already. You can set up the you know the like the character like down in the corner. I could like scale him down a bit there. Always like less in my way. Oop, come on. I don't know. It's a little finicky. It's not like a HUD on the screen. That might be all they need to set up is like be able to put like a separate camera and then have that camera point on you as a third person thing. Yeah, because when I look, because of the smooth camera, uh, it doesn't follow exactly with my head. I think there is like a setting I could change that, but then you'd see very wobbliness. Frame smoothing. Yeah, I could do that, but then I'm like a little wobbly because like I'll try it like all the way that if that is not so much a bother. I could see that there is some smoothness, but now at least you see. Uh, but yeah, I wanted to. What I kind of don't like on this is see all these blend shapes. It's just body ID, blah 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 blah. Body. It just does all that, and so it's just a guess on what these things are. I do remember though, because of the blend shapes this guy has, that it's not too hard to figure out to redo. So, um, yeah, where that guy. Guess I could tell with. Um, I'll do instead of taking his because I got these things up on with that. Spawn out another view. It's gonna be swapping. I'll grab this, eat that into this mechanic, and then bring off this mechanic. Delete him. And wear this. Because now that will have all the stuff into this. The components right here. Which now what I need to do is reattach the blend shapes. And then check if like for surely there's going to be like some little changes of positions on things. But let me see. Did I have that on? Oh yeah, it's because of the no haptics. It's I can't tell it's working because his face doesn't have his blend shapes on at the moment. Um, Components, avatar combining. There. So I just need to reattach all these things. Link. This is the annoying thing with this guy is I do need a few drivers just because I have a left and right only. Pluff. Can I just get rid of these? They're in the way. Those are just components on like saying what is that? Blanking out. Okay. So I could put one in here, but then like that very. So this just copies that same value, and that way I could just have both of them running. And this is doing that throat thing. Which I did update the. I did throw in like another throat thing for here, but for now I'll just because I'm very likely going to have to like you know what, just for a test. Like, I didn't do anything different onto the rig, so I probably can do this. There's I'll save you just for now, just in case. But let me try something. Go to this. Where is latest one? Which is Fox version. It's this one. Talking to someone. So why I saved this, because this guy can easily break completely right here if this is not going to work. Yep. Last attempt is grab the rig of that. Nope, it's broken. I would have to reset it up and reset the avatar up and stuff and all that. So I am not gonna bother. Just not gonna bother. Even though I added the blend shape to do that, to work for. I'll just, yeah. I'll just reconnect these. Maybe sometime if I really feel like rebuilding the guy. It's so this it is one of the issues in NeosVR is it really doesn't like you changing a little bit any any change of the bone or something, or even like if you just only change the mesh, then you're probably just fine. But any touch of the joints or like positioning them or just throwing one joint somewhere different, it seems to just destroy it. Okay, take care. Yeah, pretty soon I probably want to get off here. I guess now I just want to reset him up with this newer logics. It gets to a point where it's like, how much time do I want to waste to just keep updating a character for especially for just myself? It's like blanking out where this is. Oh, so yeah. So yeah, there's one swallow thing. There's another one, so like it then does that little action where it's like like it's looks like it's pushing something down if you had like two blend shapes doing there, but realistically you only have like your throat move like it obviously does not move like a snake. It doesn't like bulge like that. And like if anything, if you like I think watch your throat, uh if you're like swallowing something, it like pushes in because like there's it's not you're not swallowing something big enough to push your throat out, and if you are, you're probably choking yourself. So it's probably more than enough and probably getting unrealistic that I have the throat move out a little bit on this guy. But I guess the big nice thing I like now is doing the drinking liquid, like that big can thing. Sometime I want to set it up so like obviously other drinks can do it. But yeah, take care again if Grelix yes. What am I connecting up? This kind of the problem I like with stream when I stream is like I want to explain everything, but I can only think of one thing at a time. And so like right now, immediately once I start talking, I am like completely blanked out what I'm doing. I can't think doing something and talk at the same time. Okay, mouth. Attach this to here. Oh, which by the way, my newer version would have all these organized. having to deal with them not. So, yeah, whatever. Once again, for me to fix that, I would have to rebuild the guy all over again. Because, as far as I know. Wait, did I do the right one on that? Yeah. The other one. There's just breathing. There's another one that's just called breathing. Which on the new one, I called it breathing chest. Because I got two of them, basically. Where are you? This is why I like them now organized. Otherwise, I have to deal with searching for it on this weird, silly, random order. Air, breathing. So now it's doing that. Of course. Belly full to this ink. Brow up. This might be the other one where I have to do two of them. No, and just have this one here. Oops, smile, something like just smile for this guy. Yep. Smile, frown. I could put the frown on here. Oh, that open, that was like eyes wide. Which might be where I'd have to do that just in case I need another one. There is. Oh, yeah, I do have just eyes wide, so. Brow angry. Put this on the angry. So it does another. Grr. Didn't do that right. I don't think I have a happy blink on this guy. It's hard to hold and do this. just need to put on lids open. I don't remember what I had that. Oh yeah, it was with and this is where like I don't remember what I set it up to. Is there like a just a happy on this? Like I might do. I could probably put that there. I could do this. Well, what am I thinking? I'm wearing a guy that should work. Like what was going into press this button? Yeah, there's some grin. Oh yeah, it blinks. So I'll just grab you to put there. Do the other blinks. I'm going to actually call this like just so I know that was that. Okay. I'm just changing ones like ones that I would like have trouble remembering. So I can use this guy as a base. So that's that, but certain things are How do I not set the same spot? Right, undo that, because that's going to always get centered every time I pull the thing off, so. But I can move this up. And then move this in place. Generally everything else it's pretty similar to that guy. And because I made things like more with like his blend shapes and he has like extra stuff, like I might as well keep building the logics for him rather than this guy. Actually, I wanted to. This guy can. Let's set the purring back. And yeah, eventually I could try to do like the ears. It would just to build the ears and tail to work any modular. It's just gotta deal with rotations. And you know what? Now I'm thinking about like I could probably make it so it's easy to just grab, like just generally put like two object nodes onto the head, and I could put a copy clone from some. I would have to make it so whatever rotation of an object that's like on something on whatever axis. And yeah, I'll have to see about that. Because basically, I would want to make a constraint, like a world kind of orient constraint to the ears or the tail. Because I'd like to make it easy to just stick on, replace. Or every time, like once this quips, then you go to like that modular thing, like, okay, drive that tail on whatever rotation it is, just drive it right there. And of course, yeah, I thought of make it so like I could toggle off the Twitch commands. So now if you try to boot me, it doesn't work. But if I turn this back on, and oh yeah, there was a action I thought of like doing where kind of push it. I'd have to. I don't want to. And that's why I wasn't sure on doing it. Like, cause obviously it makes sense that like as you do this command, it makes the mouth open. But to do that, I would have to make it talk to the controls I do with this. And it's hard to think of like how to like probably do like a simple value copy one to the other. Yeah, I could think of how to easily do it. I'd have to just change the logics, but like I already said, I could do it for him, but like, I don't know. I could do, I don't know how to do it, like, so like as I'm still like, yeah, it's not working. It's not registering the buttons, and if I'm like not in the game. I was wondering how like keep my mouth open, like feed me. Mhm. I put the yeah. Let's reset that to that, and let's go back to my. Let's save my avatar here. Cause this guy. I don't. I do find that yeah, it is a problem how I made the joints. Oh, these whiskers, they do that. Looks a little ugly. I would have to change the skin weights, but it would cause problem with the moving. Like if you wanted to with these dynamics, if you wanted to move the whiskers that I generally like to do with my cheetah, you would be pulling the mesh with them. So it's like, yeah, not quite doable. So it's why I created a certain. You know what? I could have made another joint in the middle of there and do it, but it's like all that work would be just like yeah, looking at it, I am not happy how it works. Not happy how that looks. But I am not. I am so done updating this guy. There's so much work to update him. I would have to update 6 different versions, and then there's like 3 different places to update them now. Like even like the VRM thing. It's like, uh, very like sitting here now complaining and about me wanting to update anything. Why is he seems to be like a bit taller than me when I wear him. Yeah, see, it's like I think it's because of like on the avatar itself, like Because of my height setting, it puts me to this size. And I have the avatar scaled a certain way. I'll delete this guy out because he is the older version. And just because I'm going to do like a save as. Though I did just save him. But I'm thinking like I'm going to get off now. The reason yeah, very late. I'm going to just end the stream. So I could go back to third person. So the idea was the meet back up on with someone, but I'd have to just do it another time. It looks like. So take care, guys. It was fun to see me showing my eating mechanics and messing around with some of the logics. Just fixing some things that were like not quite working. Kind of like I set up the logics a little better and then like I broke things by doing that. But now looks like everything's working. And I got it, so now I got little nose boop. Wish I could turn it like that and just I could boop you. I might shift the note that button now, like so like more of your tip is like right here, not yeah, I'm if I remember just to save I'm like but head component this thing right here have it more out like that. That would look better. Now but that depends on the avatar and all that. But it now looks like fun little booping mechanic. That's far better than like the had it like with a collider thing that worked with like Avatar and whatnot, and this is liter. So I did it like I realized if I like because I was trying to figure out how to like do the logics again, and I couldn't find what logics that you connect to the collider. I couldn't remember how you did that or set up a collider that reacts to when you touch it with an avatar collider to touch it. But there's this button here which just has a physical thing, and that's all I need to do is when your finger even it works with just basically where your index finger apparently is. Does that work with? Yeah, it only works with index fingerprint, it looks like. Which hopefully every avatar is going to have. I didn't make it so it does that. Made it so when you click it, it doesn't work. So you have to go up and boop them. But that's all I needed to do in the like for a button. Let's go in here, disable remote touch, which that's what that is. So now it won't hit the button when I do that. But yeah. Eat a button. I'll just do save as if I remember to come here instead of. Otherwise, yeah, I just pulled out the button a little further out. That's all I did. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna get off. Take care, everyone. If anyone's still left in there in the chat. I'm dropping frames anyway. So yeah. You too, Beat Saber. Beat. I always think of Beat Saber when I see your name, like Beat. Take care, Pete Fox. You're Beat Saber now. Gotta do it from my computer. Gotta go over here and do it. Oh yeah. Funny. I'll take care.